Alafia family, how are you? As you can see, I've touched down in the town. I wanted to give everyone an update on what's going on with repatriation. For those of you who don't know, September of 2024, the Honorable Patrice Talon, he enacted a law allowing all the Afro descendants to return home. That means we can come to Benin and receive our nationality and dual citizenship. This is huge for us, especially seeing everything that's going on in the States right now. A lot of us are planning where to put one foot here and put another foot somewhere else. We got to figure it out. So Benin is proving to be not necessarily a savior, but saying, hey, it's peace over here. So that was in September. It took some time, though, for the website to get ready. So in July of 2025, which was just maybe a couple months back, the website was ready to allow us to start the process of applying for our nationality online. So you can go to www.myafroorigins.bj. www.myafroorigins.bj. Okay. It's going to be in the captions. It's going to be in the descriptions. Click the link. I'll say it a few more times. myafroorigins.bj. Okay, not .com, not .net, not .org, but .bj. Okay, so since July 4th, I think it was, the website has been ready. Okay, so that's when I started my process. Right, so I did a video showing you all how to maneuver through the website. For those of you who have been to Benin before, you know you can go to Benin and or come here with an e-visa. This website is similar to the e-visa process, okay, which is good, which means it's user-friendly, it's functional, all the things that we're used to in America. It's very, very good, right? So go to www.myafroorigins.bj and start the process. So that's what I did. And there's a couple pieces of information that you need. Okay. I submitted my birth certificate. I submitted my passport. I submitted my DNA results, which for me, don't clown me. Don't. I went to my 23andMe. I know. I should have went to Afro Ancestry or African Ancestry, but it was years ago when I did this, right? So you upload your ancestry. You also get a criminal background, okay? So they are going to need a nationwide criminal background to show that you don't have any felons, you're not a misfit, all of those things. The other thing you're going to need is your family tree. It's powerful because if you've been on this spiritual journey, you've been on this walk of ancestral veneration, it's making you realize why they called you, right? It's like a full circle moment, right? So it's good. You already have your ancestry, you already have your family tree. So you just submit it and you show. They also ask for your slave documents, right? We ain't got none of that. I had to go up to the minister's office myself and be like, I've been there 400 years. I ain't got no slave documents. I ain't got no papers to show I'm free. But you know what? With Trump in office, we might want to consider that, right? With everything that they're doing now. But seriously, they are asking for information if you know where your lineage came from, what port your lineage came from. For me, I have cousins. We've come together and traced our lineage. I came from the Carolinas. Providing that information for me was good enough. Okay. But that's good for you to know. So you can start searching and trying to investigate and find where did your ancestors come into this country from Africa. Okay. What's the next thing? Okay. So let's just close this out. So you'll submit the documents online. When you submit the documents online, at the end of the process, they're going to ask you to set an appointment. And this appointment is for you to do your interview online. When are you going to be in Benin? For some of you, you already know. You're coming for Voodoo Fest in 2026. For some of you, you're coming for vacation. Diddy December, December 25. Whenever you're coming, right? If you don't have a time, then maybe you think about when will I come and start to build life around that. Maybe you put it out for a year. Maybe you put it out for 2 years, but you set a date and say, I need to be in Benin to do my repatriation interview at this time. Beware, you're going to have to set your date at the end of the application. Okay. So have that in mind when you apply. When am I coming to Benin? Okay. So for me, I was coming in September. So I set my appointment for September. Okay. So when I came for my interview, so I came to Benin, had my interview. I'll have to post where you guys go for your interview because it's not really clear. When you get your confirmation, I got my confirmation email, auto reply. Again, the website, working on the website is great. Okay. But when they give you the auto reply and tell you where the location is, all they say is Cotonou. Well, Cotonou is big. That's like saying location Los Angeles, location New York, right? So you have to know what minister's office to go to. You have to know how to get there. So maybe that's some details I can put. So then I showed up for my appointment, right? Minister is great. Be prepared to walk up 5 flights of stairs. Bring your walking shoes. Ladies, don't come in there with the heels because you'll have them in your hand. Make sure you have a bottle of water. Be ready to get your steps in because there's no elevator. Okay, you're going up 5 flights of stairs. So prepare yourself. Okay. So you get into the interview. At that point, they're going to verify all your documents. They're going to make sure all the documents that you submitted online, that you have all of that, right? That they're yours. They're going to walk through all those documents with you. And then any documents that you are missing, they're going to ask you for those documents. All right, we're at the beach right now. I'm walking to the gym. Let's go. Okay. And so it was in the interview that I explained that I didn't have my slave documents, right? And so in lieu of my slave documents, they asked me for, in lieu of my slave documents, oh, we're at the beach. We're at the beach. We're at the beach. In lieu of my slave documents, they asked me for the ages of my grandparents when they died. And they asked me for, I think that was it. So I gave them my genealogy, which is my family tree. For me, my father has passed away already. Only my mother is living, and I'm older. So for you guys that are in your 20s, you'll have to provide the birth certificates of your parents that probably, in their 40s, 50s. Okay. And then your grandparents and great grandparents. For those of you who are my age, 40 and above, you need to provide the birth certificates of your parents and then know the death age of your grandparents. Okay. The death age of your grandparents. Understand that. Okay. That's important. Okay, so we went through the interview. The interview was smooth. I also provided, since I've been living in Benin since COVID, so for the last 5 years, me and my family have been living in Benin. I provided my residence information, meaning my rental agreement, my lease. I provided all my business documents. I have a restaurant here. I provided my bank account information. I provided my ID. I have an ID in Benin. I also provided, what else did I provide? A few other things just to show that I've already made roots in Benin. The only thing I don't have is my nationality to get my passport. So after the interview, she said all my paperwork was approved. And you'll see on the website, right? After your paperwork is completed and approved, you'll have to wait 3 months, right? Within that 3 month period, that's when you'll be given your temporary nationality. Okay. It's during that time, that 3 month period, you make your time to come to Benin and do your final ceremony. Okay. So now, my paperwork has been approved. Yay. And I'm on my 3 month period. Once I get my temporary nationality, I can apply to have my permanent nationality within 24 hours, which I will do since I'm on the continent. I'm not sure how much that costs or if that's included in the same $100. I'll have to keep you guys posted on that. But I'm going to apply. Once I apply for my permanent nationality, there's going to be a ceremony that I do, and that ceremony is what we all saw Sierra do. Okay, that is the ceremony that we're gearing up for. So we got 3 months to go, but I just wanted to give you guys an update on the process. It is moving along. It took me a little bit of time of going back and forth in email because I didn't understand what they were asking for. That's why I wanted to make sure I got you guys this video so that when you guys get the emails, you'll have a clear understanding of what they're trying to request from you. Okay, because that French to English translation, sometimes a lot gets missed. Okay, the other thing you guys need to realize is that if you need to call, you need to have someone who speaks French. Okay, sometimes they don't pick up the phone, so you email. Now, if you email, don't email in English. They don't speak English. Take the time and translate it to French. For one, you're trying to become a dual citizen into a French-speaking country. Two, you have to show that you want to learn and you want to acclimate, right? It's not about them acclimating to us. It's about us going back to our culture, us wanting to learn there. So don't be arrogant. Don't be American. Show you want to humble yourself and come back and be African, right? And so translate the email. That way you'll get a quicker, better response. I'm sure they're going to get more English speaking staff on the department, but for now, it's about getting resolution. And the quickest way to get resolution is to do everything in French. Okay. The last thing I want to share with you guys is that if you are hitting roadblocks and you're not able to get through, me and my team are here in Benin right now. Just give me a direct message and I'll do what I can to get answers for you. I have the WhatsApp to the Madame Minister. I can go up there. Me and my team can advocate on your behalf and get the answers that you need. Okay, just message me. If it's on IG, it's at Haneera Abunu. If it's Facebook, it's Divine Feminine Network, Divine Feminine Podcast. If it's on YouTube, it's Divine Feminine Network. Okay. Again, 3 months and then the permanent nationality. After the permanent nationality, we can apply for our passport, which just takes a couple of weeks. So I would say in the full process, I'm about, I would say the hard part's over. I would say I'm about 50% there. Okay. So good work, to those of you who have applied, to those of you who are on the sidelines waiting to see if this is real, for those of you who are on the sidelines to see, do I do Sierra Leone, do I do Ghana, do I do Benin? Check out Benin. I mean, you can see how beautiful it is. I'll have to start doing more videos now that I'm here, but it's definitely better than what we're having to endure in the streets of the U.S. right now. Something to consider. Okay? I'll speak to you guys until next time. Peace.